We're good, Sonia? All set?
Yes, we are good.
Okay, I think that stopped sharing. Welcome everybody. So excited that you're joining us this evening. I know it's late for some of you, so yay, I'm glad you're here and hopefully we'll keep you awake for the most part. But happy early National Scrapbook Day. This is our National Scrapbook Day kickoff event. And so, I mean, what else is more great to celebrate than this beautiful, beautiful hobby that we call scrapbooking? It's awesome. So say hi and just let us know in the chat. I would love for you to take a moment and just kind of reflect on what maybe you value the most about what you gain from scrapbooking. Is it something like telling your stories and doing something with your pictures? Does it help you focus on the good times? Does scrapbooking make you happy or bring you joy? It could be the sense of creative fulfillment that it offers you, or passing down that heirloom, or keeping you grounded by concentrating on the moments in the now and distracting you from the everyday pressures, or every once in a while that we feel. So either way, that feeling of accomplishment, gratitude, and happiness for what you create as you take the time to enjoy scrapbooking is super valuable. So we want to kind of hear, what do you value most? What is something that you really value about what you gain from scrapbooking? So feel free to share it with us. We'd love to hear. Karen says, hi, I'm from Michigan. I love scrapbooking because I am the family historian, saving memories for future generations. Absolutely. It's a big title. Wear it with honor, right? The memories while having fun. Agreed. Laura says, getting the stories down for future generations. 100%. I have people trying to join. Pest says, we'll get that taken care of. Jackie says, I love to scrapbook. To cherish everyday moments that bring me happiness. Absolutely. I love that too. I love reflecting on the good times, and it just brings such a sense of gratitude. It's like a live creative gratitude journal over and over again. It really keeps me grounded. I love it. Making sure my kids and grandkids can see how things have evolved. Yeah. I was just scrapbooking a picture of my grandma, and they're on this like old car, and I was chatting with her, and recently she has passed away actually, but I was sitting here reflecting her and how valuable having some pictures of her. So just, yes, the historian part of it. And then also just taking the moments where I was scrapbooking pictures of my grandma, and then me reflecting on her impact and her part of my personal life journey. Love it. And love sharing so much more than just a picture, journaling the details and feelings of the picture and memory for my child and future generations. Awesome. I love it. Okay, guys. Well, let me take a moment really fast. I'm going to feel free to keep coming in. Sonia will keep an eye on, people joining or last minute here. Let me take a moment to introduce who's hosting this event with me tonight. I have the following team members here with me, and I just want to have a chance to say hi. Debbie Budge, who's a co-founder and support manager here.
Hi, everyone.
There she is. Debbie, what do you love most about scrapbooking?
I love that I found something that makes me feel creative while still preserving my family memories, because I'm also a family historian. And so that's really important to me. But I also was always envious of those who could create things. I still am. And finally, I found something that fulfills that need to create within me.
I love that. I love your shirt too.
Thanks.
It's a good shirt. I like that one. It's good. I actually really love the black with the teal. That's really cute. FYI, that's in the shop for anyone that loves it, because it's always a good reminder. Scrapbooking reminds me that life is good. Absolutely. Okay. I also have Sonia. Sonia, take a minute if you can. She is a team member and marketing manager here at Kiwi. You guys probably have seen her around in the community.
Yes, hi everyone. I don't do the events much. Well, sort of. You may still see me at events, but not like we used to, right? Anyways, hi everybody.
Sonia, what have you loved about scrapbooking?
Oh man, well, I was thinking about this earlier. So this is my first National Scrapbooking Day as an actual scrapbooker. This last May, I was not scrapbooking. So I think it's kind of fun to celebrate. I think my favorite thing so far has been the reactions that my family has to my pages is my like favorite part of scrapbooking when I get done. Like my son loves to see them and he tells me he loves them and my family too. So I kind of do it for like, their reaction because it's so genuine and kind and they love it. So
I love that. And then Mindy Fulmer, who is our team member and product manager. Say hi to Mindy.
Hey, everybody.
Same question to you. I want to hear it. I want to hear it all.
I'm similar to Debbie, I guess. I really like creating and just making something appear from nothing, right? And then I really like to look back on the memories. I've been scrapbooking a lot of like, like when my kids are all older teenagers going on adults. And so looking back at them when they were little and remembering when they were cute and fun and, they still are cute and fun, but it's a different cute and fun. So
it makes you say, okay, they're qualities. You start loving a little bit of qualities in course. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, they grow up so fast. Okay, we also have creative partners, Tina Christensen with us. Tina, say hi.
Hi, everyone. I'm from Pennsylvania, and I think you're going to ask me the same question. So I just like having the memories and being able to record them so we can look back at them. But I also love sharing my love of crafting with other people. So this is one way I can do that.
Love that. You're really good at sharing that. I love it. Okay. Shelly Kalick here.
I think I have my microphone off. Hi, everyone. Okay. I've been scrapbooking since '97, since my first child was 2. Always taking pictures and just I grew into that role of the picture taker. So when anyone needs a picture, I probably have it, whether it's a good event that we got together for or a sad one, such as a funeral. I've had them all. So I just like to document that. And my kids this day, they're in their 20s. They still like to go through their books and just laugh. They take they take pictures of the pictures and they share it. So I just like that aspect of it and just being able to make my pages look pretty.
I love that. I'm with you. All right. And Jenny Prosper, creative partner Jenny Prosper.
Hi, this is Jenny from California. I hope everybody's having a nice evening. The answer for me is it gives me so much pleasure. To me, it's therapy. All day, I'm very active and busy.
Right.
I'm the president of our homeowners association, and I have a lot of activities. And so at night at 8:00, this is my spot. I sit down in front of my board and I get my juices rolling and I create. And to me, it's a therapy. Now, Sonia said this is her first year with National Scrapbook celebrating. This is my 20th year. I have gone to a National Scrapbook crop retreat, whatever you want to call them, for 20 years with my girlfriends. And again, it's therapy for all of us. We enjoy sharing all the ideas. And when I found Kiwi Lane, it was the best avenue for me to be able to take my creativity and go with it. So I love it.
We love celebrating what you create. It's always beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And then we also have creative partner Sherry Simonson. Sorry. Sherry, are you here with us? Did she join on, Sonia? And then Jill?
I do not see Sherry, but we do have a cute layout to show from Sherry later on. So
okay. Well, I love hearing everyone that just kind of what scrapbooking means to you and all of that. So yes, we are going to share some fun inspiration from our team of creative partners and our team members that we'll be sharing here with you during this event. Now, before we jump into that, if you are new to Kiwi Lane, welcome. I just wanted to take a moment to share a little bit about us. My name is Susan Budge. I am the CEO and co-founder here at Kiwi Lane. And here at Kiwi Lane, we are really passionate about creating products, ideas, events that make a scrapbooker's experience blissfully simple and help them feel a sense of delight in each new page that they create and bring into existence, basically. We have created the patent play to create method in response to kind of some of our own personal desires to continue creating scrapbooking pages of our life journey, but in a clear, more simple way that allows you to play your way to creativity and to express that creativity and complete projects consistently, but still in a attractive, cohesive way that works for you. And we do this through the use of our designer templates. So we are super excited to celebrate this beautiful hobby for National Scrapbook Day with, of course, a new designer template. And of course, as well as share not only what we have as far as created new products, but also what we've created with that new product. And we do also have a never before special. So stick around. We'll be sharing all of this. All right. So are you guys ready to see this new designer template set?
Yay.
Oh, yay. All right. So introducing for National Scrapbook Day, we have our Everyday's Adventures Scrapbooking Kit. And we'll pull that up here so that you can see that. This is our Everyday's Adventure Scrapbooking Kit. And this new designer template set is an all-in-one kit that will allow you to easily layer and play with new combinations for your scrapbooking pages after pages after pages. And these 8 pieces are designed with play and adventure in mind. It includes versatile neutral elements such as banners, arrows, and gadgets. So this one set equals basically endless designs, because that's kind of how designer templates really help and provide you as you play with them. So I'm going to actually go to our overview here. Let me go to that really quickly. And we are just going to take a moment to kind of take a peek at this new set. And again, everything you need to design a wide variety of adorable, fully realized scrapbooking pages is right within this one set. All right, so let's create a few adorable layouts together. Okay, and here is kind of the insert. Of course, on the insert, we do provide a few different sketches just to kind of get you springed into using this new product. And we'll also have some fun events, and we'll talk about those here in a moment. And of course, the inspiration that you'll see in the community using this set and some that we'll share today. So this is a border pair. And so these are 12 inches in length. They do have different measurements on them if you want to extend them or shorten them really for different needs. But for the most part, they're 12 inches. And then we also have this Superstar. This is about 2.2 by 2.2. So you can kind of see it's a smaller size here. But you do have an assortment of different sizes. You have this other gear. It is 2.7 by 2.8. And then also this other one that's 4.2 by 4.2. And these just are so easy to layer and combine with. And that's kind of where the different sizes come into play. We have kind of this little plaque that does have some of the features in here for different labeling, and you can use those doodle lines to create a variety of different ways to just maybe add your journaling, but in with the rest of your design. So this size is about 3.9 by 2.4. We also have this little zigzag arrow, and the length here is 8.8 by 2.4 in the width, so a good size there. Again, fun little, doesn't have to be too fancy, but it just kind of creates these little foundational elements and structures that you can kind of ground your design, but also build on top of. And then we have this really fun tag, and it's 5.1 inches by 7.2. Okay, so that's kind of the rundown of those sizes. I know that sometimes we always wonder what those sizes are, so it's kind of nice to see it on a page and so forth. So I thought I would take a moment and just kind of build up a page really quickly. So I'm going to usually start with my borders for the most part. And this one does have a pair, so it kind of helps limit some of those guessing games and just other things as well. And I'm actually going to be playing with a design here that Jill, one of our creative partners, created a layout for. And so I'm just going to kind of build out a page to see kind of how fast that idea can spring to life. And I love that about the designer templates. They just spark endless inspiration and encourage fun layering options through the tactile play, allowing, of course, you to scrapbook and to get out, and you as a scrapbooker to kind of get out of your head as well. And so that's kind of a picture of Jill's layout. And so as I build it here on these templates, you kind of see this pretty much it here. You can go back to that overview on that. Look how cute those are to layer together. So cute. And then maybe we'll pop back to Jill's sample. Now that you see, I was able to duplicate really quickly a similar design, of course, with, again, just using the one set. I did pull in some photo templates for that visual aid, but it's super fun. And then, of course, the moment you change that paper, the look changes as well. Super fun set. I love it. Okay, so that is Jill's layout. Look how cute it is. And it's just racetracks and movement and just having fun. Again, that playful adventure for occasions like that. And I'm sure we all have life moments that are just full of that adventure and playfulness. And if not, we should. So hopefully you get some moments to have occasions where you pull out that part of us. All right, so let me see here. Let's go to, this is really quickly. I'm gonna clear my page here. This was a really fun design. Again, all incorporating this one set. So I loved how this is actually a layout Mindy created. And I just was easily just take these borders, top, bottom, or bottom and top here. And again, placing some photos in this and just allow to kind of play with it. The designer templates are created to be low tech. That is so that it helps you, again, get out of your head, but also to simplify the design process, helping us accomplish more. They are easy to take anywhere with you. And they are also designed to help you take advantage of the paper, the patterns, the beautiful patterns in the paper are really what is going to accentuate your memories and your moments, but also change it up based off of those pictures that you're scrapbooking. So really easy way to kind of play with those. And you can see, again, using the same sets. So I'm using Everyday Adventure. That's all I'm kind of playing with right now. Let me pull this down a little bit. And then I believe, well, we could pull up Mindy's picture really fast of her layout. I do believe she had like a picture right here, and really easy to accomplish those layers and also those combinations in fun, different assortments. So fun. So fun. Okay, so Mindy, share a little bit of like when you were starting to create with this set, how did you feel during that process for creating this? Or, well, I guess let me start with this. What occasions came to your mind when you started to create with this? It was like a monster jam, so clearly like wills, but were there other things that came to your mind or just in general overall for this set that you'd like to kind of share with us?
Yeah, there was lots of ideas. I mean, between my husband and my son and my nephew, that layout is of my older brother and his son, so my nephew. They recently went to Monster Jam, so I knew that those pictures would be perfect for this kit. But just, initially when we were designing this kit, we had just come off Nature Walk, right? Which was a little bit more feminine, had the butterflies, the flowers. And so when we were designing this kit, we were thinking, more masculine pages, adventure, playtime, outdoors. We wanted shapes that created like movement across your page, that playful movement. And so you'll see that in the border, it has a lot of, movement to it, the zigzag arrow, the gears, it just really plays off of all that. And what's cool though, is as we started making samples and with all the designer templates, right, it changes as you change the paper. And so it was really fun to see, like, as we'll see as we continue on tonight, all the different styles and like the different themes that people used it for. It wasn't just boys and it wasn't just masculine, you know, playing at the park or playing outside, go-kart racing. There was a school art fair I saw, which was really fun.
Yeah.
Riding four-wheelers. I used it for my nephew's new haircut. Dress up, like you did a dress up page of you just being silly in a store. So travel, amusement parks, there's like the uses are endless. And so it was really fun to see that people didn't put it in a box, that it was just boys, that it was so versatile in so many other ways. So we'll see that going forward. But
well, and that's again one of the beautiful things about the designer templates is that they utilize your paper in ways that kind of lead to that delightful, beautiful page and that look different each time. Because of course, depending on the designer and the creator, you change that paper, you change that look, and then of course brings with it a sense of satisfaction each time you create with it. It's just different, and it's just again one set. So yes, it is perfect for those boys. But as you guys see, you're going to see a sense of just that ability with the designer templates to change that paper. It is a really cute layout though. I really love that. Okay, so here's that quick layout. I'm going to do one more transition from this overview. It's such a fun design, and really honestly, if you wanted to add leave a little bit more pictures, even in this design, I was looking at it thinking, gosh, I love how you can tuck some photos into the borders, and you can even add a few more up here in the design. Again, kind of framing in those special memories that we're kind of creating this page on as we reflect on it during that creation process, and just spotlighting it in a very cohesive way that really adds that your creative expression through your lens in how you choose to design with that. So I love that. Okay, so I'm going to do a cross design. Let me see here. So on the borders, typically here, so like on this one, I would do, if I was doing a cross design, I would line it up on that side. They keep that movement flowing across the 2-page spread. If you're doing a 2-page spread, super fun to do. Throw a little photo in here. Again, really can incorporate some different photos depending on your needs. And I'm just going to lay this one out super, super quick here. I loved playing with this tag. So much fun. So much fun. I loved it. So much fun. It's a really great place for even adding photo. Like you can promote kind of, you know, hyper focus on one photo. It's always fun. You can use it as a little foundational design behind, similar to like Jill's layout she did. And I'm sure we'll see a variety more here going on. But super fun to kind of just design and create up on top of. So this one is the one Mindy was talking about. I actually created this page right here, similar to kind of like you see here. I did add a few more strips to kind of add a little bit color, and strips are one of those things that are just such a basic element that you can add some color. I really dug through my scraps of paper for these. I've had these pictures forever. Yes, I was at Target. I think I ended up seeing this mask and I sent my husband some text pictures, and then I ended up having them on my phone. But you know, if you guys are Star Wars fans, May the 4th is coming up here soon, right around National Scrapbook Day. You celebrate both. So I thought it was fun, and it was right around my 35th birthday, so it was kind of me being silly. And so I sent it to him. I think I was out there shopping at Target with my daughters, and you know, just doing some birthday shopping for myself. And then I saw this little thing. But yeah, so random little selfie pictures or whatever, and it just had, again, we were being playful, we were being silly, and this set really helps really capture that playfulness of moments like that. Super fun layout.
That's adorable. I can just see you doing it.
Yeah. So it was fun. I remember looking at these pictures thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna ever scrapbook with it. And then I was just pulling out some teal paper and thinking, okay, teal, black, and then I just made it happen. So that was a fun one. I wasn't expecting to necessarily scrapbook that with this kit. And then it just was like surprising how it kind of came together. And so easy, may I add, so easy. And this is what's so fun about these scrapbooking kits that are kind of an all-in-one, and they're just really simplify it even more. All right, I was also going to share, let's share a few more designs here that we have as well from, let me see, I want to see Shelly's layout. So Shelly, if you want to kind of share with us some of your thoughts when you were creating this layout.
Unmute, perfect.
There you go.
Well, first of all, the paper I used was the World is My Playground set that we had, the double layout kit that we used to have. And I don't know, I thought like the origami kind of worked with the shapes of this set. So I just came up with a simple layout. I don't know what pictures I want to use yet. I'm thinking like an aquarium would be fun on that page just because of the animals.
Yeah.
Or just, you know, a family adventure type layout would be good on that one. I used, I think, pretty much all the pieces except the smaller gear. But I liked what I did with the zigzag arrow. I kind of like chopped it in half and made
On the right
arrow.
side. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I made that kind of go opposite direction. So I kind of like that. And I always had it pointing to a picture just to have that flow, to have your eye follow through the page on that. I don't know what samples you're showing. I don't see what's on the screen.
Well, it was the one. We'll come to the card ones here in a minute. And
Okay.
I was sitting here creating your layout again out of templates. It's so fun and so addicting. Sonia, you can go back to the overhead one on this as well. So, you know, for your layout, and I didn't even, you know, accomplish that yet out of a few layouts that I was creating with this new set. You did, of course, the side with your borders and then kind of framed in your pictures. On your tag, are you thinking kind of adding a photo here on that design on yours?
I figured either that or to put a title or use that as a journal box. So many uses for that.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a toughie question. What design out of the set was your favorite? Did you like the gears? Yeah, okay, go.
I actually like the zigzag arrow. I think that's kind of cool. That'll be fun to combine with other elements, you know, other template sets that we have. I really like that one, but I do like that. What do you call that piece, that tag at the top? Just like a tag?
Yeah, a tag.
I like that too, and you'll see why with one of the next little samples I sent in. I kind of just looked at that and thought of that immediately.
All right, let's take a peek at Tina's layout that she created with this set, which is so cute. All right, Tina, you are so always the out of the box. Look at you. Created a little like reward or ribbon. Yes. Okay, you tell us what you experienced during this layout.
Well, I was working on fair pictures, and it was a family affair this past year because all my nieces and nephews entered, and my brother and sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, myself. So I was doing pages for all. So when this came, this was perfect. I layered the gears and used the arrow to make the blue ribbon. And this is one of my nephews, and he had gotten blue ribbons on everything he entered. So I highlighted all his pictures, used the arrows similar to the last one, just use the top portion so I could show, like, you know, where it was on the wall versus a close-up of what he had done. Got some fun movement along the top with the borders all along, and then just added the stars and gears just to kind of pop all around the page.
Yeah, it's so fun. I love how both of you, you kind of deconstruct that arrow for your needs, and that's always fun to kind of look at things like that to say, hey, you know, there's multiple use to this one element. And of course, that is the beauty of designer templates for sure. Okay, let's see. We also have a layout. Oh, Tammy created one here. Is this Tammy's coming next? Okay, Tammy's not with us live, but this is another adorable layout. Of course, kind of that outdoor vibe. It looks like camping paper, just aesthetically. You got those browns and those blacks and just really adorable seeing it. And again, just change that paper. The look changes as well on that. Super cute. And then here is another one that Sherry shared as well. And I mean, change that mood. Look at that. Like you go from the more rustic colors to more bright colors. And how fun is that to just kind of very kind of celebrational and things like that. Super cute. I think they're sloths. They're like little sloths. So kind of more of an infant vibe with those more infant papers or just, childlike papers. So cute. So wide variety of ages, I would say. We had like more of this camping masculine to like the preschool pictures, the school pictures, to more of this toddler phase, to silly pictures of me in Darth Vader. It's good stuff. All right. And then on top of this, of course, with all of the designer templates, you'll find that you can also be creating scrapbooking pages after scrapbooking pages with ease, because you'll love that inspiration that comes from playing with the everyday adventures. And you'll kind of take that idea that the designer template sparked, and you'll change that idea into an actual complete page. And I just love how you can also mix and match sets. Naturally, you can. With just one set, we shared so many ideas that you could just create with this one set. And you can place the designer templates in countless arrangements to highlight your memories. There's so many different arrangements that you can do. But if you want to pull in other accessories or elements to kind of mix and match with everyday adventures, by all means do. It definitely enhances and increases your design potential with any one set. And so Sonia, you did a layout with widgets, right? So this is widgets, which also kind of has a playful vibe. And then so you added that into yours.
Yes, this is widgets. Widget. I love widget. This is my one page. So because I've only been scrapbooking for like 8 months now, previous to this experience, I never took photos with the intent of making like a 2-page spread. So a lot of my stuff is 1 page, which you see here, but now I'm working on taking more photos. Anyways, I use widget for basically everything. And I was telling Susan today, I filled up my first book. Scrapbook is now full. And when I was looking through it, I would say 90% of my layouts, if I'm looking for an accessory to grab to go with my club kits accessories or my favorite borders or something, I'm always grabbing widget because it's so versatile. And I use it on this kind of more, I would say, feminine page, I guess, because it features my mom with my son. But I have used widget in so many other ways, a lot of boy-themed pages, outdoors, playing at the park, things like that. But widget is my favorite, mainly because I like the little arrow and the file folder thing that I use for photos. I think it's so cute.
Widget was our last new set. And I think that's so interesting that you find yourself looking and you're almost saying, I really use widget a lot. I feel like that sometimes. I'll look through my latest pages and think, I use that border pretty much over and over again. Maybe I should, but I'm so drawn to it. So I love that you're drawn to widget. It's such a fun one. And then let's see, Jenny, I noticed on your layout that you created here, you also used a few other elements with everyday adventures. You used placemat and rings, which are just cute pairs here. What did you think about this set?
Well, it was really funny. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
It was really funny. As I told you earlier, when I looked at it, I said, oh, these are boy templates. These have gears and stuff. How am I going to be able to use this? So I thought I would have to really think hard of how I would create something with this. Although I like widget also, and I used it with that. And so I went on my computer and I started looking at old pictures that I haven't recreated. And I found these pictures of my granddaughters at a park on a tire and on a taxi. And I looked at them and went, well, there's my answer right there. So I started pulling out everything and looking to see how I could use it. I will say my weakness when it comes to Kiwi Lane templates is rings.
Yes.
I use rings on everything, to highlight pictures, to fill in a blank space, whatever. But this was my idea of how to use this for girls. I didn't have a race car or whatever, but something similar. And it took on a whole feminine look without even trying. It just fell into place. And I want you guys to know, while we've been talking and I've been watching this, I just created a 2-page layout
Of course you
using
did.
a set. And I can't wait to post it. When is this to the public released?
Right after this event.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a Mardi Gras theme.
Oh.
We went to a Mardi Gras, and it's purple, lime green, and yellow. And I used the arrow. I used the ring, of course. And I used, what do you call that thing, banner or tag?
Yeah, like a large tag, medium-sized tag. Yeah.
Yes, and I've used that. And I've got it all laid out and ready to cut when we're done here. So I love it. Probably my favorite piece is the border. I like the flow of it. It's got pointed edges, but it's got a wavy look. So you could use it for ocean theme. You could use it camping, like mountain theme, put little trees behind it and everything. It looks like a very versatile border. So I'm very pleased with it.
Well, I love how you centered yours in the middle. Again, how you position your borders, where you add that kind of movement foundational and then kind of build around those is always interesting to me. How it can just change so much, and so you just stuck it in the middle of your 2-page spread. I love that. That's fun.
Right. I wanted to highlight the pictures and not have the border fight anything. So I thought, I'll just put it right down the middle, and then my pictures will have plenty of room to be the center.
Yeah. And then it kind of gives you that contrast foundation, like it kind of grounds it, but not overwhelms it. I agree with that. That's really great.
Yeah.
Well, and then
I'm
just
very
when you
pleased.
were talking, I was remembering that I have pictures of my kids there, of course, when they were younger. Gosh, I mean, the twins, my oldest would have been in kindergarten at the time, but they were also, I have some pictures of them on the tire swing. So I didn't even think about it until you mentioned this. And I thought, that would be cute with this set. So
Right.
that's super fun. Cute.
Right. It was fun.
Sonia, is there another layout after this one?
Yes, this is Mindy's that she featured with Widget as well.
That's right.
Yeah, her cross,
Mindy, you want to share a little thoughts of this? What is it? Oh, it's a trike.
The drift trikes.
That's right.
So Susan's husband and Shiloh's husband, and they had this group of guys that built these drift trikes, and they called themselves the Drift Trike Posse. It didn't last long, but they did build them.
See,
and they rode them in a couple parades and different things. But I had to actually contact Shiloh because she had these pictures. I had a couple of them, but I knew there was more. And so she found them for me, and I knew they would be perfect. We kind of had this discussion, like, would there be too many gears or too many arrows using the two sets together, Widget and Everyday Adventures? But they really work really well together. The different sizes and shapes layer really cute together. I loved grouping the gears together, and using the file folder tab is one of my favorites too, as well as like Sonia. But
especially if you're looking for that layering, if you like the layering, but you're maybe intimidated by it, really mixing and matching can give you that ease of layering effort without too much, too much pulling your hair out. We don't want that, but they are really fun too. They're very compatible and layer nicely together. I would agree with that. I like Widgets with Everyday Adventures.
Yeah.
Super
So,
fun.
but I was just thinking, as we were looking at Ginny's with her border down the middle, I was admiring that. And I was thinking that double layered border look could be really cute along the bottom, across the bottom of your pages, but do the double layer like she did, but just like fill in like a really wide border across the bottom would be really cute with your pictures up top.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a very cool idea you did, Ginny.
I loved
Thank
it.
you.
I loved all of them. They're all so great. Hey, Sonia, can you go to down view really fast? I thought, you know what? We didn't throw these in, but here are some more that I did quickly. I'll just spring them in here. You could see these in the gallery in the community. So don't worry about like, if you're like, oh, I wanted that as an inspiration springboard. We'll make sure, of course, about sharing ideas and any of that inspiration to kind of help you. I did, once I realized Star Wars wise, I pulled on these, I had this one picture from a while ago. Look how little Eli is. And I was like, I'll finish the rest of my Star Wars pictures. I did even a quick, like little Harry Potter. When I saw this, I thought, I don't know, the little scar, I don't know, I just thought Harry Potter for some reason came to my
Oh, the
mind.
Thunderbolt, yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of a fun little twist on that. And I didn't have much paper, so I really just wanted to do a quick, easy one pager on those. So those were really fun. But again, you can go from like neutral colors to bright colors to random papers to just a variety of different things. So much fun. And that's not even it. You could take your scraps to make cards. Tina, you always blow me away with these little cards that you make. They're just so much fun. You guys have to see these cards here. They're pulling up. Tina, share with us kind of.
Oh,
My goodness.
Isn't that adorable?
oh,
Yes.
Tina, are you muted? Do you want to share some thoughts on these cards? And we could go, this is one of them that you created.
Okay, sorry, the unmute wasn't coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, well, when I saw the gears, I thought flowers, geometric shapes, so I just layered them and did the circle from the inside on top, added some diamond dots in the center just for a little gemstone, and made a slimline card out of those.
Yeah, that's a cute slim card.
This makes a perfect 5x7 card. It fits perfectly in a 5x7 envelope. So I don't know if you have the inside of it shown, but I used the oval on the outside and layered that. And then I don't know if you have an inside picture, but
She didn't have that thing. We'll have to show it in the community.
Okay. I did the border on the inside. The arrow has happy birthday on it, pointing to a star. So I used a lot of components on that one.
Yeah,
And
I
you
really
just
love that.
Tracing discs, it looks like.
Yes, I used the tracing disc to get larger sizes of the ovals
Cute,
for
cute.
layering.
Super cute.
oh,
Then another flower. Again, I used the border for the top and bottom, just pieces of the border to make like the sky and the
A
ground.
portion of it. Yep.
And did another flower. I couldn't come up with a leaf out of the set, so I just did those by hand.
Right.
I tried to
That's
figure out if I
easy.
could get
Oh,
it.
you
on the
tried.
oval.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to kind of adjust and make forth. Yeah. Cute.
This is also really great that you can show that with a gear, you can make such adorable flowers for those
Yeah,
who.
I love the flowers. I could have made
Yeah.
a lot more, but I stuck to just a couple for here. But
Yeah.
I'll probably make more. Then I think the next one I thought could easily be a fun guy card. You could do Happy Father's Day, birthday, any kind of sentiment in that open space there. But it was just really easy to use the big gear and the inside of the small gear.
You kind of created your own like little repeat pattern. That's a fun
Right.
way to kind of approach it too. Yeah. Cute.
So you could do that on a page too, but I'm
Uh-huh.
making cards. Because I have a lot of card maker friends, so I want to show them they can still use this to make cards.
Absolutely.
And then this another just fun slimline. The arrow is perfect on the slimline card. And I just added the star and I used the tracing discs to make the larger star to layer those.
So fun. Well, let's keep this going. Shelly, you also created a card. Here's a card that you created just with your scraps, it looks like, from your layout.
Yep, I figured I was going to try to use as much of the layout kit that I had. So I thought I'll just make a cute little card, and I used that sentiment that said, "Be awesome today." And then I just tried to pull in all the colors that went with that sentiment. I used the gear, the smaller gear. I used a portion of one of the border halves. And then on the inside, I just did a little journaling block. I'm not sure if you guys have a picture of that, but I just did a little, a lighter piece of cardstock on the inside and made a cute little card.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of just I've shared this before, but you know, I'm like a scrapbooker turned into a card maker, and it's kind of like as a scrapbooker, you really already have those elements out. So just finishing them out to make a cute card is always nice to do really quickly, just so if you need it, it's on hand. So that's nice.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I think this is the one you were excited about too.
This is the one when I saw that piece in the set, I did think immediately it would be fun to make a banner, right?
Mhm.
Use your big Cricut letters or whatever you want to do to cut out, you know, celebration, happy birthday, whatever. But then I thought, what else could I do with that? And I thought a mini album would be cute.
Hold on. Sonia,
Um,
do you have another picture on here with that? If not, take it off so we
If
can.
not, I have.
Yeah, so
I
we
have
can
it.
see her. There we go. Okay, what was that?
So I just thought I punched holes. I used kind of like a heavy duty punch, because a regular punch, I did like all the layers at once. But I used all my scraps from the paper kit. I just cut, I think it's like 3x4 inch squares, some are a little smaller. Because actually these were words and I had them sideways, so I had to cut them down. But I thought how cute, you can put just little sentiments in there, little pictures. But I thought kids would probably love to make their own little special scrapbook that they could keep and look through. Maybe it's at the end of the year of, you know, kindergarten or a grade school of all their classmates, just something fun to have around.
That's a fun way to also use that shape. I love it. All right, so what do you guys think? There are so many possibilities on what you can create, but also the variety of memories that you can actually scrapbook with this set. It's super fun. So the inspiration you seek to complete new scrapbooking pages is all within this one kit. Like there is so much you can accomplish with this one kit. Okay, so who would like to win one before you can buy one? The retail price is $25.95. Yes, it will be going up at the shop. I see some people dropping things into the comments. We'll make sure to get you that link here in a moment so you can make sure to get your hands on some. So of course, in honor of National Scrapbook Day, we want to just kind of like do a giveaway, and we have a trivia question for you. And those of you that are joining us on Zoom, we'll keep your eye or get familiar with that chat really fast. Okay, for one, I'm going to throw out the question, and then Debbie.
Yes.
Yes. I always throw it on Debbie because I'm not a big fan of picking the winner. It's like, I don't want to do it. No, really, it's just a matter of who she sees on her end the first. And I'll be honest, it does vary by person because of the internet connection. Speed of everyone is different too. So
I'm looking at the Zoom chat. Is that where I should
correct.
be?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the one we'll be able to monitor.
All right.
But if those of you that are joining on Facebook, no worries. We will have another opportunity that you could participate in a giveaway here in a moment too. But with that said, you guys ready? Everyone's ready? Okay. So we actually, okay, hold on. Let me clarify here. What do you think? Because you probably won't know for sure, but what is our most popular all-time border set that throughout the years? Like, what is our top popular border set? What do you think that one is? Put it in the comments. Debbie knows the answer. She'll announce our winner.
Hey, they're going so fast. Okay.
Like
I
with Facebook or Zoom, you can
hold
actually-
on. Am I going up or down?
I saw it.
I know, I did too, but it went by so fast. It appears to be more than one person has said it. Let me get to the top. Carol. Who is Carol? I just have Carol.
Uh-oh, Carol. Who's Carol? What's your last name, Carol?
Huffman.
You got to hop in and tell us your full
Carol
name.
Anderson.
And it's Paisley Place.
Yes, there's quite a few that guessed that.
And it's always been Paisley's from the time.
Carol Huffman is Carol.
Huffman. Awesome. Oh, it's Carol
Anderson.
Anderson.
So Carol
Carol
Huffman,
Anderson.
Carol Anderson. It
It's
has the same icon. No, I said Madison.
okay. Carol. Okay. Which one of you said Paisley?
Uh-oh.
Because it's a C for both of them. Carol Huffman. correct?
I'm going back up really fast. We will get this. Carol said Clara Lane.
They both say Carol to everyone, so. Carol Huffman said correct.
It says
Yes.
the same icon too. Well,
Yeah, it has
next time we'll make sure to be like, hey.
Congratulations, Carol Huffman.
Yay, Carol. Way to go, Carol. Okay, so Debbie will make sure that that gets to you. She'll make sure. Email support@kiwilane.com just to verify and then make sure we'll get the account correct and so forth. But yes, congrats. This is a fun new set that you will love, I'm sure of it. And it just plays to create beautiful scrapbooking pages that, of course, are easy to make, stunning to look back on as that heirloom, as you share that with your families. And just, we hope that you find a sense of creative satisfaction as well with this one set and with the designer templates in general, because there's a lot of value in that as well. Okay, but wait, there's more, guys. Wait. In celebration of National Scrapbook Day, talking about our borders, we decided to do an offer that we've actually never really done before. We're going to do 20 to 40% off our select designer template border sets. And so you'll also see this as part of our National Scrapbook Day specials that we'll have between May 2nd, so starting today through May 9th. And you can save, like I said, 20 to 40% off. You buy one border, you save 20%, buy two, you save 30. And so those signature borders, if you wanting to add a few to your collection, like definitely make sure to take advantage of this National Scrapbook Day offer, and it expires on May 9th. So you do have time, don't worry, you definitely have time. But for the most part, we're also offering that for our National Scrapbook Day specials. So you can check your inbox here for the link for the offering. We'll make sure to send it out in those links, and you can also head on over to our website, and on the drop-down menu, you'll see National Scrapbook Day specials. Again, that's from May 2nd through May 9th. So if you also have some friends that have been thinking about the borders or seen the borders and they want to give it a try, like now is the time, right? Like nothing better than saving a little bit. We get it. So now, we have another chance to win. If you happen to be over on Facebook, make sure to jump over to our Facebook page and the Kiwi Lane page, and we'll go ahead and put that as well if you're not familiar with it here in a moment. And share this video, leave a comment what you love about this new set, and we will pick another winner to get the free Everyday Adventures, and we'll pick that winner by tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for those of you that might be catching the replay as well. And if you purchase it tonight and you happen to win, no worries, we'll refund your order if you win. So again, that's another great opportunity to get your hands on one of these other sets free. So that's always an exciting time too. Thank you guys so much again for joining us tonight. We won't keep you too late. There's just so much we could sit here and just chat about, but we really appreciate you guys joining us, hanging out with us for a little bit. And just remember, you're not alone. And we are here to make sure you unlock all of the ideas, the inspiration to help you get from start to finish more consistently with the products we offer here at Kiwi Lane. So stick around, make sure to check out our events page. In the upcoming days, we're going to be sharing some events with more ideas on these new products. So go RSVP for some of those events that we have going on in the upcoming weeks. We have a crop coming up with Linda. She's going to be using this new product, sharing what she created with it. We also have ideas and inspiration that you can definitely check back in the community for more inspiration if you're looking for that little spark of ideas, but ultimately allowing yourself just to play with the designer templates you'll be surprised what inspiration sparks from those. So thanks again. And until next time, of course, this is your friendly reminder to make time in your free time to play to create for your own personal dose of health, hope, and happiness. And we really do hope that this beautiful hobby and the play to create process as well brings you a sense of joy and happiness. So of course, until next time, guys, we'll see you in the community. Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Take care. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
I'll do a little kickoff music here. Love it. Bye, guys. Actually, we'll just say bye.